You could be driving a perfectly legal car right now, paying your insurance every single month, and not know that State Farm and Progressive have quietly put that exact vehicle on an internal watch list. Not because of you, because of the car. And when something goes wrong, they find a way out. I'm going to show you 13 cars that insurance companies are treating like ticking time bombs right now. But more importantly, I'm going to show you the one thing these cars have in common that no one is talking about. Stick around to number 7, because that one is going to surprise you. View it this way. Marcus is 34 years old, regular guy, works in logistics. He bought a used Kia Optima 2 years ago. Clean title, great deal. He's been paying State Farm every month like clockwork. Then one Tuesday morning, someone breaks his window in a parking lot, takes a stereo, nothing major. He files the claim, State Farm sends an adjuster, and 3 weeks later, he gets a letter in the mail. Marcus calls them. They say it's a review process. Then his renewal comes in, 61% higher than before. He calls again. They say they're reassessing his vehicle category. He didn't get a DUI, he didn't cause an accident, he drives a 4-door sedan. So what happened? His car was on a list, and he never knew it. Why insurance companies create these lists? Here's something the insurance industry doesn't put in commercials. They don't just insure you, they insure the vehicle. And when a particular make or model starts costing them too much money in theft claims, repair costs, or lawsuit payouts, they start treating that car differently. Not illegally, not openly, they just quietly raise rates, quietly deny renewals, quietly recategorize your vehicle into a high-risk pool. But here's the scary part. This isn't rare. This is happening right now. And 2 of the biggest insurers doing it are State Farm and Progressive. Let's get into the cars. Car number 1, the Kia Optima, 2011 to 2021. This one started a national crisis. A viral social media challenge, yes, an actual challenge, taught people how to steal Kia vehicles in under 30 seconds. No key, no special tools, just a USB cable. Theft rates for Kia Optimas exploded in cities across the country, in some zip codes up 400%. State Farm stopped offering new comprehensive coverage on these vehicles in certain states. Progressive followed with massive rate spikes, sometimes doubling premiums overnight. If you already have one of these cars, your renewal letter might look very different this year. And the crazy thing? The car I'm about to mention next is even more common than the Optima. You might be looking at it in your driveway right now. Car number 2, the Kia Sportage, 2015 to 2022. Same issue, same vulnerability, same viral exploit. The Sportage was actually ranked as one of the top 10 most stolen vehicles in multiple states simultaneously. Insurance companies aren't waiting for you to make a claim. They're adjusting your risk profile based on what everyone else who owns your exact vehicle is doing. That's the system, and it's perfectly legal. Car number 3, the Hyundai Elantra, 2011 to 2022. Here's one that catches people completely off guard. The Elantra looks like the most boring, responsible car on the road. It's what you rent at the airport. But Hyundai and Kia share the same parent company, and many share the same security flaw. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration actually opened a formal investigation. Multiple cities sued both manufacturers, and insurance companies, they responded by quietly flagging the entire affected lineup. Car number 4, the Hyundai Sonata, 2015 to 2021. Same family, same problem. Wait, it gets worse. Some Sonata owners trying to get new coverage after moving to a new state were told their vehicle was not eligible for comprehensive coverage without any explanation. They had perfect driving records, 0 claims. But the car had a history. The high-cost repairs. Now we move into a different category. These aren't just stolen. These cost insurance companies a fortune when they get hit. Car number 5, Tesla Model 3. I know what you're thinking. A Tesla, but it's so high-tech, so safe. Yes, and that's exactly the problem. Tesla uses proprietary parts, proprietary software, and until recently, extremely limited certified repair networks. The average repair cost after a minor fender bender in a Model 3 was among the highest of any vehicle on the market. State Farm raised rates on Model 3s in multiple markets. Some owners reported premium increases of 40 to 50% in a single renewal cycle. One cracked bumper, one rear-end collision, can cost an insurance company $15,000 to $20,000, so they pass that risk back to you before anything even happens. Car number 6, Tesla Model Y. Everything I just said about the Model 3, it applies here, multiplied. The Model Y has one of the highest insurance loss ratios in the entire EV category. Some Progressive customers with Model Ys reported being offered non-renewal when their policies came up for review, not because they filed a claim, because of actuarial data, because statistically insuring that car costs more than they want to pay out. Now, number 7. I told you to wait for this one, and here it is. This next car is one that millions of families consider the ultimate safe purchase, and it might be the most quietly blacklisted of them all. Car number 7. The Honda Civic. Certain trims, 2016 to 2021. The Honda Civic. America's car. The reliable one. The smart choice.
But here's what most people don't know. The Civic, particularly the SI and hatchback trims, became a top target for catalytic converter theft. And not just occasionally, systematically, in organized rings. In certain cities, Civics were being hit multiple times. Same car, multiple claims within a single year. Insurers started flagging any Civic with multiple comprehensive claims as a statistically undesirable risk. Owners who had never done anything wrong found themselves in a gray zone, still technically covered, but quietly moved to terms that made filing a claim nearly impossible without a massive rate hike. Most people don't know this, and dealers aren't going to tell you when you're signing papers. Car number 8. The Ford F-150. High theft configurations. The F-150 has been America's best-selling vehicle for over 40 years. It's also become one of the most expensive vehicles to insure in certain configurations. Lifted trucks, custom wheels, aftermarket modifications. Progressive in particular has been flagging F-150s with documented modifications as non-standard, which can void specific parts of your coverage if those mods weren't declared upfront. One guy in Texas had his truck totaled in a flood. Progressive's adjuster found his lift kit and photos he posted on social media. He never declared it. Paid premiums for 6 years, 1 undeclared modification, 0 payout.
Now we get into the third category, and this one might be the most infuriating of them all. These cars aren't stolen the most, they're not the most expensive to repair, but when they're in an accident, the other side sues a lot, and for a lot of money. Car number 9, BMW 3 Series. Here's the psychology behind this. When you drive a BMW, people assume you have money, and when people assume you have money, they're more likely to pursue litigation after an accident. Attorneys know this. Judges are human, juries are human. But here's the scary part. Insurance companies have claims data going back decades. They know that certain luxury vehicles generate higher lawsuit payouts, and they price accordingly. State Farm's internal risk models factor in not just repair costs, but expected liability payouts per vehicle class. BMW 3 Series owners in urban markets have seen liability premiums spike dramatically, even with clean records. Car number 10, Dodge Challenger/Charger, V8 configurations. The Hellcat variants, the Scat Pack trims, the ones with the big engines. Progressive has been particularly aggressive here. Some Challenger Hellcat owners have reported being dropped entirely, not just rate increases. Dropped. The actuarial data on high horsepower muscle cars in certain age and zip code demographics is brutal for insurers. High speeds, high repair costs, high litigation. And when that data gets bad enough, they don't just raise your rate, they show you the door. Car number 11, Subaru WRX/STI. I know, the Subaru crowd is going to feel personally attacked, and honestly, fair enough. But the WRX and STI have a documented history of aggressive driving patterns in claims data. State Farm has flagged these vehicles in younger driver demographics as high probability for major claims. And unlike the Challenger, the WRX is often driven by people who look responsible on paper, which means the rate hike catches them completely off guard. 2 more. These are the ones that almost never come up in these conversations, but they should. Car number 12, Chevrolet Malibu 2013-2017. Here's a car that barely anyone thinks about. The Malibu had documented issues with its airbag system, linked to specific crash scenarios, NHTSA complaints, recalls, lawsuits. And when a vehicle has a paper trail of safety complaints, insurance companies quietly reassess the liability exposure. Multiple State Farm policyholders with Malibus in these range reported unusually long claim reviews after accidents and eventual partial denials based on pre-existing vehicle conditions. That phrase, pre-existing vehicle conditions, is one of the most expensive phrases in insurance right now. Remember it. Car number 13, any vehicle with salvage title history. This last one isn't a specific make or model, it's a category. And it might apply to a car you own right now without you even knowing it. A salvage title means a car was declared a total loss at some point. Flood damage, major accident, hail, theft recovery. Here's what dealers don't always tell you. Some of these vehicles get washed through other states, where titles are rebranded or the history gets murky. You buy what looks like a clean title car, but hidden in the VIN history is a salvage event. Progressive's policy explicitly allows them to reduce payout value on vehicles with undisclosed salvage history, even if you didn't know about it when you bought it. State Farm has similar language buried in their policy documents. You get an accident, they run your VIN, they find something. And suddenly that great deal you got at the used car lot is costing you everything. Now, I promised you something at the beginning of this video. I said these 13 cars have one thing in common, something nobody talks about. Here it is. Every single one of these vehicles appears on insurance company internal scoring models called loss ratio flags. These aren't public documents, but they're real. When a specific vehicle's claims cost consistently exceeds the premiums collected, the insurer adjusts, quietly, systematically. They don't call it blacklisting. They call it risk-based pricing. They call it actuarial adjustments. But the result is the same. If you drive one of these cars, you are already fighting an uphill battle before you ever file a single claim.
Most people don't know this because nobody tells you at the dealership. Nobody tells you when you renew your policy. Nobody puts it in the brochure. You find out when you need the money most. So what do you actually do with this? 3 things. Simple. Actionable. Right now. 1. Run your VIN before you buy any used car. Use the NMDTS database. Use Carfax. Use AutoCheck. Look for total loss events, flood damage, and title brands. This takes 10 minutes and can save you thousands. 2. Declare everything. Modifications, aftermarket parts, lift kits, performance upgrades, every single thing. If Progressive or State Farm finds it after the fact, they use it against you. Don't give them the ammunition. 3. Shop your policy every single year. Not every 2 years, every year. Especially if you drive any of the vehicles I mentioned today. There are regional insurers and specialty carriers who don't use the same loss ratio flagging that State Farm and Progressive use. You may find significantly better coverage for a car they've quietly decided they don't want to insure anymore. Here's the bottom line. Insurance companies are not your friends. They are businesses, and businesses protect their bottom line. Your job, the only person who is going to protect your money, is you. But you can't protect yourself from a system you don't know exists. Now you know it exists. If this video helped you, if it opened your eyes to something your insurance company was never going to tell you, subscribe right now. Because this channel exists for one reason, so that you don't get outsmarted by companies that have entire floors of lawyers and actuaries working to pay out as little as possible. Every week I break down exactly how insurance companies think, so you can think one step ahead. Hit subscribe, hit the bell, because the next video might be the one that saves you the most expensive mistake of your life. Remember Marcus from the beginning of this video? The guy whose Kia Optima got broken into, whose rates jumped 61%, who never filed a major claim in his life. He switched insurers. He found a regional carrier. His rate went down, not because his car got safer, because he finally understood the system. Now you do too.